Shalom, happy new you. What have you been doing this year to make yourself a new version of yourself? How are you evolving? How are you pouring into yourself to make yourself a new you? So happy new you. And I got that quote from Miss Betty R. Clausen herself. Happy new you. Today, thank you for joining me for the Attitude of Gratitude Day 14 30-day challenge of Attitude of Gratitude. List 5 things you are grateful for every day. And while you're going throughout your day, think of those 5 things that you will be grateful for on tomorrow. So, the 5 things that I am grateful for today is using my words to build myself up. So, I am grateful for the ability and the know how to start using my words to build myself up. So I hope that you are building yourself up, that you are pouring into yourself, that you are loving on yourself so that you can be a better version of you. The second thing that I am grateful for is choosing to win. Choosing to win. A lot of times that we don't choose what we want it to be. We want to wait to see what it's going to be. But you can choose to win. Something that was unique about the Olympics this year was they did some interviews of people who won. And a lot of the people who won their races that I saw the interviews of, because I didn't see all of the interviews, but the ones that I saw the interviews of, they said that they visualized themselves winning. They visualized themselves accepting their medals. They visualized themselves taking that final lap around the track. So I'm a track and field lady. I love track and field. So that was my sport. So of course that was the events that I was watching. Most of the events that I watched had to do with track and field. And that was the common thing that all of the athletes said that they chose to win. They already knew that they were going to win. They visualized it and they went and did the work and they won. So that was the unique thing that I realized. And now I choose to win. So I know what that looks like. I know what it feels like. I've envisioned it. Some of them said they rehearsed it. They were like, yes, I won. So they already had it in their mind what the feeling of winning is. So I have a goal in mind and I've chose to win. I've chose to complete it. I chose to come out on top. So what have you chosen today to win? So that's a good one that I love. So the third thing that I am grateful for, in which a lot of times we're not grateful at first, is God making me wait for things. Sometimes you have to wait to get certain blessings. You have to wait to accomplish certain things, certain goals, and to receive certain things. So I am grateful for me being made to wait. So I don't know if you are grateful for that because some blessings, if I would have gotten them earlier in life, I would have, as they say, fumbled the ball. I would have definitely, I would have definitely messed over that blessing. So I am grateful for being made to wait so that way I am more mature, I am more focused, I am a better person than I was before, and I know how to handle that blessing better because I was made to wait. Sometimes you have to get ready for the blessing that's ahead of you. There's some work on yourself that you need to do, some maturing you need to do, some different checkpoints you need to hit, a certain list of things that you need to accomplish before you can be blessed with that particular thing that you're looking to get. Because if you're blessed with something that you want early on, you tend to, as people say, mess it up. You tend to wreck it because you're less appreciative. You don't know how to preserve it. And it just becomes another thing that you had, not an actual, you don't look at it as an actual blessing. So I think I am thankful for being made to wait. The next thing I am grateful for is provision. So I think I am thankful for the provision that has been made for me. Like, as they say, God sets the table before you even get there. Certain things are already set up for you. So there are some places that you're going to go that are being set up for you. So a good example of that provision is a surprise birthday party. Everybody has done everything to set this event up for you, and you had no knowledge of it. So I am so grateful for provision, because there are some things that have been set up that are specifically for me, and I will be the person who will receive those blessings because they're specific to me. And I am grateful for being able to acknowledge that, there's some things that's going to be specific for me that I'm going to receive in the future, and it's being prepared right now. So I am grateful for those things. And the last thing that I'm grateful for today is not the last thing, but it's my number 5, because of course, as the day goes out, if something else happened, I express gratitude because I know that I am blessed. Developing patience. So sometimes you can ask to be a more patient person, and when you ask to be a more patient person, for those of you guys who know, you get the challenges of having to express patience, being in situations where you have to learn how to be patient. And so I thank God for patience. I was not always patient. I was an impatient person. And sometimes I still think that I am impatient when it comes to certain situations. So I'm not perfect, but I am definitely more patient than I was in the past. So I thank God for that, because sometimes not being patient can cause you to be unhinged a little bit and cause you to, as people say, crash out. So the less, the more patience you have, the more understanding you can be to situations. You look at things a little bit differently. And then also, when exercising patience, a lot of times what I do is I find fillers. So during that time that I need to wait for something, then I can get another task done. So because I'm task oriented, I'm able to exercise patience a little bit better now than I have in the past. And if you're a person that started reading books or are reading books, then make sure you always keep a book with you. So when you have to exercise patience, you're able to go ahead and read a little bit of that book that you take with you so that you can get through that book. So I don't know what your goals are, but I'm definitely going to be working on getting some more books read this year. I didn't track how many books I read last year and how many audio books I listened to last year. I definitely want to make sure that I reach my goal this year. My goal last year was 2 books per month. So that was 24 books total. So I want to definitely reach my goal this year of 24 books for the year. And if I can exceed that, I definitely would love to exceed those 24 books a year. So, what's your book goal this year? What do you plan on reading? If you plan on having any type of financial success in life, what I found is the people who are wealthy, the people who are millionaires, the people who are billionaires, the people who make over $250,000 a year, the thing that they have in common is they read books. So, what books are you going to read to better yourself? They don't just read any books, they read books that are going to help them in their journey to becoming who they like to be. So, to be the new you, what are you going to read this year? And if you need a book list, you definitely can reach out for some information, because I've been getting some book ideas from people, and there's some books that I've been reading. But I definitely know that if you want to be successful, you definitely are going to need to read some books. Yes. I hope you guys have your 5 things. Comment your 5 things that you are grateful for today. Thank you for joining me on the Attitude of Gratitude, day 14 of 30. And we're going to see where we at when we get to day 30. So we may have another 30-day attitude of gratitude this year. We definitely want to be in a headspace where we're growing ourselves, where we're pouring into ourselves, and we're elevating to that next level. And one thing that helps us do that is having an attitude of gratitude. I know that you're going to go outside today and you're going to do some things. But all I ask you is when you go out and do those things, that you just don't do it ashy. So get your ash out of here and make sure you get you some hand crack. You can order it today or you can order it later, but definitely get you some hand crack. I don't want you to be the last one in the world to get it. So you want to get it now before the wave rises and you're on back order. We don't want you to miss out on this great product and get your skin smooth, soft, silky, and supple. I want you to have luxurious skin. I want you to have the skin that you love to see yourself in. So definitely copy some hand crack today so that you're out here looking your very best in the skin that you're in. I love you. Have a great day. Shalom.